Hey there, Regina Anley here, and it is time for Tips and Tricks Tuesday. This week's theme is integrity in business, and I wanted to give you at least 5 ways that you can up your integrity in business. Now, what is integrity, anyways? The definition of integrity, straight from dictionary.com, is the quality of being honest and having strong moral principles. And the second one underneath that says the state of being whole and undivided. So those are going to play into what I tell you this morning. Now, integrity is important in business because it helps you build that know, like, and trust. It helps you build a good reputation with your followers, with your community, with your clients. You need to have that integrity, a strong business integrity, and to maintain those relationships, right? So it helps you to basically foster those long-term relationships, not just with your clients, but with collaborators and investors and your communities and everything else. On the flip side, what are the risks of no integrity or lack of integrity? Well, if you don't act with integrity in your business, guess what? You are going to lead to mistrust. So our goal is to build trust with our community, our followers, all of those people that we're providing value for. And when you don't use good integrity in your business, then that leads to mistrust. So it can, create some irreparable damage to relationships. And you know what? Even if you have existing clients, lack of integrity could actually lead to some legal issues. So here are a few ways to build integrity in your business. The first one is to clearly define your values. Now, my values for my business are integrity, authenticity, and transparency. So, what do those values mean? Integrity, do as I say, I do what I say. It's the lead by example kind of thing. And when it comes to authenticity, what you see is what you get. Yeah, if you've been following me for any time, this is it. This is me. What you see is what you get. Now, as far as transparency is concerned, I am fully transparent. Anybody asks me a question about how I do something, where I'm getting my content, am I using AI, that kind of thing, I am fully transparent. I'm not going to lie and tell you, no, I'm not doing this stuff when I am, right? That is part of transparency and it leads into your integrity. So the next thing is to set realistic expectations. Now, when you think about integrity, you want to be clear about what it is that you can provide and what it is that your client actually needs. So you never, ever, ever want to set expectations for something that you can't deliver. That would be acting without integrity. So acting with integrity, you're just laying it on the table saying, okay, I understand here's the result that you're looking for. And here's how I can help you. And we're going to do this step by step. And you lay it out. You just put it right out there for them. You set clear, realistic expectations. Now, another piece of integrity is basically giving credit where credit's due. So if you're using a quote, if you're working with somebody, if you're using somebody else's process and you're kind of just copying it, not really creating your own out of it, but you're copying somebody else's, you want to give credit where credit is due. When you don't, and this comes into play a lot in AI content, by the way, when you think about that AI content, it pulls things in and you don't know where it's getting it from. You want to make sure you're checking sources because that's where plagiarism and copywriting issues and everything else come in. So acting with integrity, you want to make sure you give that credit where credit is due. Cite your sources. If you're writing an article and you pulled something direct from somebody else's blog or article or webinar or something like that, cite the source and let them know that, hey, here's where I got it from. And then put your stamp around it, whatever it is that you want to talk about. Just make sure you give them credit. And, don't cut corners. When you think about integrity in business, some people build a business where it's fast, show me the money, this is all I'm doing. I just want to out, 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 money, 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 money. And they aren't really building their business with integrity because they're cutting all of these corners basically just to chase the dollar. You don't want to do that with your business. Again, mistrust, that lack of integrity is the mistrust. You're going to damage the reputation of you, your business, and, the clients. They might come to you one time for one program and then you'll never see them again. Why? Because they know they didn't get what they wanted. You didn't deliver what you said you were going to deliver, so don't cut corners. And then really stick to ethical marketing, we'll call it. And when I say ethical marketing, especially in this day and age of AI, it's if you're copying something straight from AI, or maybe you're using a chat bot to respond to people, let people know, hey, this is a chat bot. A lot of people are creating these chat bots to sound very human, and that's great. However, if you don't tell people they're talking to a chat bot and not a live human, you're kind of lying. So if you're using a chat bot, say, hey, I'm Sarah, I'm Regina's chat bot, and I'm here to help you. So that they know straight out of the box, hey, I'm talking to a chat bot. I'll get as much information as I can. And at the end of that chat bot, if the answer can't be readily provided because the solution wasn't in there someplace, you need to send them to a human. They need to actually have that human touch. Humans will not be replaced by those bots. At some point or other, there has to be a human interaction. So when you think about that ethical marketing, pay attention to where you're getting your stuff from. Are you citing sources? Are you using AI technology? What are you doing? And how can you make it more, create your marketing with integrity? Be honest in your messaging, testimonials. Another thing with AI, just another little side note, if you start creating some stuff, AI will be more than happy to create fictional stories for you. It'll create fictional case studies and fictional testimonials and all that kind of stuff. I specifically tell AI when I'm writing something that may have some kind of an example, do not create fictional stories. If I have a testimonial or a case study I want to put in, I will put that in myself because it's mine, it's my client, it's actually my experience with somebody that I worked with. I do not have AI, fabricate some fake testimonial or case study. They sound really good, but they're not true. So again, integrity in your marketing. Now, just a couple last things about integrity in business. You just want to communicate honestly all the time. If you say you're going to do something, do it. If you say you're going to show up, show up. If you say you're going to deliver something on a certain day, deliver it on a certain day. If you can't for some reason, because life happens, it's as simple as a phone call or a message saying, hey, sorry, I'm not going to be able to get this out today. I'll have it out whenever you're going to have it out, and let them know. That is working your business with integrity. So take responsibility, 100% responsibility for all of your actions. No blaming, no complaining. Be honest always, and work your business with massive integrity. And the key here is to even do all of this when no one's watching. That's when the real metal hits the highway, right? It's when you can be working your business with integrity, even when no one is watching. It is ingrained. It is just how you are. So those are my tips for integrity in your business. And I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have out in the group here. So by all means, just post any comments that you have underneath this video, and I'll be happy to help you along your way. We'll see you next time on Tips and Tricks Tuesday. Bye for now.